It's a rematch of Super Bowl 51. We all know how that one ended. But there's no Tom Brady on the New England sideline this time. It's the Patriots and Falcons on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Patriot offense ready for their first drive, led by Mac Jones, the Heisman Trophy finalist and 15th overall selection this spring from Alabama.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Jones. He's going to air one out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time. And leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 3 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now in the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 20 carries, 72 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And that is incomplete. The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on the punt for New England. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Shoves him away. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and your running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass in this opening quarter. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England's offense set to go. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps then.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got Smith here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, Stevenson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory though if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Kyle Van Noy back with the Pats in 2021 there on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. Throw left side, complete to QT. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw again is Ryan. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Ryan. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite a good loss on the sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired and they get out of position, or he runs 3 tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Now it's Hunt. Gets around him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They run with Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Jones on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. They've got his man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Hunt. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles, as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Then, on Sunday night, we'll be out west at SoFi Stadium. Steelers and the Chargers kicking off at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 local time in Southern California. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Play action. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Matt Judon, the former Raven, there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. First down and much more here for Jones. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Now Jones. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Ryan. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little. And they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Marlon Davidson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Flush to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the 2nd run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught left side. Myers with it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter.
As he'll come on and kick for a 6th time tonight. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. It seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass in the ballgame. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Kerr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jones on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Big hold to the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have him looking at 3rd and 10.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there.
And it's 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 12.
Now it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Hunt showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pulling it off.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now Youngway coup for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Nifty move, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Well, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
They certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now. It's Patterson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So So for Atlanta, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
What is going on, everyone? Wow, what an absolutely amazing game if you're a fan of my Falcons as far as this franchise is concerned. That was our best performance of the year. Offensively, defensively, we had our first 100-yard rusher. It took us until week 10 to get it, but Kareem Hunt finally delivered. Matt Ryan, dare I say, has maybe entered into the MVP race. He's leading the league in passing yards. He threw for another 324 and 4 touchdowns. That's going to give him 19 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. After an extremely slow start, he has heated up. We moved Calvin Ridley to the slot, who only had 2 receptions for 53 yards. But Russell Gage is still doing his thing. He split out wide, 7 for 97. I know Tajay Sharp had a big game. Kyle Pitts had a big game. And, you know, with our injuries that we had at the beginning of the year, we're starting to get healthy. Our offensive line is finally starting to get healthy. We've got some players back on the defensive side of the ball, and we have performed well this week. And last week we were able to escape the game in Dallas against a very, very loaded Dallas Cowboys team. And, you know, initially when we started the year 0-2, I thought it could be one of those long seasons. It could be tough, but the pieces are starting to come together. We do have so many offensive weapons. Are we going to be able to keep this up long enough to make a postseason run? Now, we still have to play Tampa Bay again, who we lost to. We still have to play Carolina again, who we lost to. And we play Jacksonville next week, who you would think would be an easier win, but they're actually 6-3 in Madden. Now, we have actually had a lot of luck with the quarterbacks we've played. We've played some very, very porous quarterbacks. We've had Zach Wilson. We've had Jacoby Brissett. We had Taylor Heineke. We just had a rookie in Mac Jones. We get a rookie next week. We've had some poor quarterbacks that we've got to go against that have made our defense maybe a little bit better than it actually is. But either way, guys, great game, revenge game if you want to call it, from the Super Bowl, 28-3. But this is a great way to finish our 10th game, sitting at 6-4. Right now, anything can happen. The sky's the limit. Can't wait for the next game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out the next one. Peace.